The stadium lights had long gone out, yet somewhere in the silence of the night, a man was still fighting, not on the baseball field, but in life itself. This isn't the story of a home run or a championship. It's the story of a father, a hero in disguise. A man named Akira Nakamura, a name Japan has cheered for, a name written across SoftBank Hawks' proud history. But behind that calm smile and those legendary swings, there was a storm no one saw coming. When fans looked at him, they saw precision, discipline, a player who could handle pressure like no one else. But off the field, he was facing a kind of pressure no athlete ever trains for. It wasn't a rival team, or a season-ending injury. It was something much deeper. Something terrifyingly human. For months, the whispers had started. Fans noticed his quiet demeanor, his absence in interviews, his eyes that seemed to carry invisible weight. No one could put their finger on it. Everyone assumed it was fatigue, the toll of the season. But then, one quiet afternoon, Akira Nakamura took to Instagram, and with a few words, broke Japan's heart. He wrote, "My son has been working very hard for the past year or so." At first, fans didn't understand. But the truth came crashing in like a thunderstorm. His son was sick. Gravely sick. For over a year, while Akira was playing, smiling, performing under the blinding stadium lights, he was also living a nightmare as a father, watching his little boy battle illness every single day. Imagine that. Stepping onto the diamond, thousands of fans cheering your name, pretending everything is fine, when at home, your child is fighting for his life. How do you hold a bat when your heart feels like it's breaking? How do you smile for cameras when you've spent the morning in a hospital ward? Akira did it. Quietly, nobly, without complaint. He didn't ask for sympathy. He didn't use his pain for attention. He just kept going. For his son, for his team, for something bigger than baseball. He kept showing up. Every swing, every catch, every run, fueled not by fame, but by love. Those who know him say he became a different man this year. More focused, more grateful. Every base he touched felt like a silent prayer. Every victory, a message to his boy, "I'm still fighting for you." Behind closed doors, Akira's world was smaller: hospitals, doctors, sleepless nights. Yet in those moments, he wasn't the star player anymore. He was just a dad, holding a little hand, whispering, "You're doing great, son. Keep going." And his son, this brave child, barely old enough to understand what's happening, has shown a kind of courage that humbles even the strongest men. Because when Akira says he's been working very hard, he doesn't mean schoolwork or baseball. He means surviving, fighting an illness, fighting pain, fighting fear, day after day, week after week. For over a year, fans began sending messages, waves of support, prayers, drawings from children across Japan. The same fans who once cheered for his batting average now cheered for something far greater: the strength of a father and son who refused to give up. In a sport built on numbers, hits, runs, wins, Akira Nakamura reminded everyone that some victories can't be measured. He didn't want pity. He wanted awareness, gratitude, a reminder that life is fragile, that heroes don't always wear uniforms. Sometimes they wear hospital wristbands. Sometimes they're the ones cheering quietly from a hospital bed while their dad hits a line drive under the floodlights. And suddenly, baseball wasn't just a game anymore. It became something sacred, a bridge between father and son. When Akira stepped up to bat that night after his post went viral, you could feel the emotion in the air. The crowd stood, not for the game, but for the man. For what he represented. Every swing carried the weight of love. Every step, a father's promise. He didn't hit a home run that day. He didn't need to. His presence was enough. His courage was enough. Because the real battle wasn't on the field. It was in the hospital, beside a small boy fighting for his future. And somewhere, perhaps watching on a little screen, that boy smiled. Weak, maybe, but proud. Because he knew his dad wasn't just a baseball player. He was his hero. The journey ahead is uncertain. The illness, the treatment, the fear, it's all still there. But so is the strength. So is the love. When Akira said, "My son has been working very hard," he wasn't just updating fans. He was teaching the world something profound, that resilience runs in blood. A father plays for pride. A son fights for life. And together, they redefine what it means to never give up. In every parent's heart, there's a silent prayer: "Please, let my child be okay." Akira's story reminds us that behind every highlight reel, there's a human story, one filled with tears, hope, and the kind of courage that doesn't make headlines but changes lives. One day, when his son recovers, and we all pray he will, Akira will look back at this season not for the wins or losses, but for the strength it revealed. Because sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is simply keep going. Under the same sky, in a small hospital room, a little boy dreams of playing catch again. And a father, somewhere between stadium lights and sleepless nights, keeps whispering the same words that carried him through it all. We'll get through this. Together. And that is the kind of victory that no scoreboard can ever show.